What's going on, Scorpio? It's your girl D here. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios in the building. Thank you so much for coming to check out the channel. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you've already subscribed and hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. And don't forget about my other channel called The Mini Styles of Tarot. The link is going to be in the box below. There will be an extended to this reading. I do my extendeds on Patreon. So make sure you subscribe. It's only $5 a month. Check it out. You get unlimited access to all videos, all extendeds. I'll be doing a lot more of those moving forward. So for those of you who, want to check out the additional parts of the video, which are going to be a lot longer than what I'm putting here on YouTube, you may want to go ahead and subscribe. All right, let's see what we got going on for my Scorpios during Scorpio season. Messages for Scorpio, please. What do we have for Scorpio? If you need a personal, my information's in the box below. I'm offering discounts for Scorpio readings, okay? Check out the community tab for that, or email me if you got any questions. My information's in the box below. All right, so we have extrovert that came out, okay? So for some of you, this could be somebody you are meeting or somebody you know, or you could just be feeling this energy because the sun is in your first house right now, especially for my ascendant and sun sign Scorpios. We also have air, okay? Messages for Scorpio. We have victim energy here. Messages for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Messages for Scorpio, please. Okay, we have stalker. Messages for Scorpio. Clinger. One more for Scorpio. What else we got going on for Scorpio? Kicking off Scorpio season for Scorpios. Ooh. Okay. Hold on, I have to get that card. That's the one I'm going to take. It says the priestess energy, so hold on a sec. All right, priestess energy came out. Scorpio, what's going on with you guys? Some of you, I feel like you're ready to have some fun. I feel like a lot of you are ready to have some fun. You're ready to get out of the house. Maybe you've been chilling for a while or been low key for a while. But I feel like, celebrations with the extrovert energy, I feel like you're ready to celebrate. Of course, it's your birthday. So I feel like that's what's going on with you guys. You're ready to come out of your shell. There's a rebirth going on. There's a energy of recycling, right? So I feel like some of you are dealing with that. Plus, Pluto went retro. Pluto went direct for Scorpio, Ascendant, and Sun signs in your third house. So you're definitely feeling a lot social, more social, okay? Wanting to get out and chill. Like, I know I love this time of year. It's fall. I'm in the United States, the eastern part of the United States, and I love fall. No matter if I'm up in the northeastern part of the states, in the mid, southern area, or if I'm in the further deep south. And I've lived in all of these areas throughout my life. I love this time of year. So for some of you, you may feel that way as well. So this is the season of, we broke into the season with apple picking season, and then you have pumpkin season. And then you have the haunted hay rides, or just going out in the hay rides. You got your apple cider donuts, your hot cider, the sunflowers. I mean, this is just a beautiful time of the year. So I feel like you're feeling that energy. The air energy is here. Okay, so this to me is all about you being in your mind, looking at things from a more logical perspective. Hold on a sec. I feel like too, cause what's in Libra right now? What's in Libra? Okay, forgive me, I don't know off the top of my head. But air energy. So we're looking at, okay, Mars is in Gemini. No, Mercury is in, it's Mars. Mars is in Gemini right now. Okay, yeah. So Mars is in Gemini. And for you all, that's your 8th house. Okay, so this is you doing a lot of thinking, okay, a lot of introspection. For some of you, with Mars going retrograde in that house, it may be beneficial for you to think before you speak, right? Because Mars is all about aggression. It's all about moving forward. It's all about your vitality, your desires. Let's go, go, go. So some of you, during this time while Mars is in retrograde, and I did put a posting up, or I will put a posting up, of what's going on throughout the houses with Mars going in retrograde, because it's going to be in retrograde till January. It goes in retrograde on the 30th. So I'll put some information up of that on the community board. So keep an eye out on that. Again, it'll probably be around the 30th. It'll be anytime between now and the 30th that I post that. But check that out and know what to look for. So I feel like a lot of you will be, be careful with the contracts you're signing, and not. I feel like there's an energy of you just making sure that you are not in a position where you are taking action on things, because Gemini deals with contracts. It deals with communications as well. And with Mars in retrograde, Mars is usually about taking action, but it's in retrograde, you want to think about the actions you want to take before you take them. So that is key. Okay. This victim energy here. I don't know if you're dealing with someone who may be playing the victim. Some of you could be doing that too. I do know a few Scorpios who are very manipulative in their own right. I'm not saying that they're friends. I'm saying I know them. They're very manipulative. So, I don't know, somebody, be careful what you say, because you try to twist it around and you'll try to play the victim role. Or some of you may be prone to getting into some type of because Mars is going in retrograde in your 8th house. You may be feeling a lot of us are going to just be feeling tired anyway, but you could just be tired of, how can I say this? You are going to have to be careful what you say. You may be provoked in some sort of way, and you may, of course, want to pull that stinger out. But you really need to be careful, because in a sense, you will be defending yourself, right? You will be defending yourself in a situation, but because your snapback is so ill, you're going to have to be careful how you snap back. You're going to have to, and see, Scorpio is very difficult because we're all or nothing. It's like, if I'm coming at you, I'm coming at you full throttle. If I'm not coming at you, I'm not coming at you at all. So it's one or the other. So you may have some people that you may have to check. Do your best to think before you speak, though, and try to do it in a way where, you're not full. It's not that full. This is where you're going to have to practice, Scorpio, that gray area. It can't be all or nothing, especially with Mars going in retrograde. Please be careful, okay? Because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're burning bridges. Even though, you may be in a position where, because the sun is in your 1st house, people are going to be feeling a sort of way about you, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And you may have to, let people know to be easy, because Venus is going to be in your house too. So you're going to have a lot of people who are going to be attracted to you. You're going to have a lot of people who are on the other side of things. They're going to be envious and jealous of you. So, and they may provoke you to say things. And with that Mars in retrograde here, you may just pop off. And, these people are going to play victim role, or you're going to be well within your right to defend yourself, but, you just have to be careful how you do it. Okay. So think before you speak. That's the key between now and when Mars goes direct in January. Stalker alert. All right. Be careful what you're saying online, communicating here. There could be people who, especially, if you have channels or you have social media outlets, you may have people who are watching you, commenting, and that's another thing to be careful of, the clapbacks that you give in your comment section. And I have to, take that into consideration myself, having a social media platform. I have to be careful what I say and how I say it. I have to stop and think, because my immediate response is, okay, I see what you're saying, because Scorpio can see, and sense where it's coming from, where most people will not see it that way. They'll be like, well, no. And Scorpio's like, nah. Why did they say it like that? There's a reason they chose those words. They chose those words because they had this intent. And if that's what you immediately felt, that that's right, Scorpio. All right. People will try to tell you, oh, sometimes you're on point, sometimes you're not. More times, Scorpio's on point with that intuitive, because that's their gift. All right. So don't let people tell you that a lot of times you ain't right. You right. People just mad because you figure them out. Okay? They mad because you figured them out. You have that gift. You figured out a portion of what they said. And then again, when Scorpio is on it, it's on. Right? It's like, no, I figured you out. Boom. Here goes the stinger. Be careful, all right? People could be trying to provoke you. Also, it may be time for you to change your passwords, okay? You know, you could have people who are trying to tap into your social media, and because Scorpio, you deal with money and other people's money and people who loan you money or are able to give you money, you want to be careful with your logins and your passwords and doing a lot of transactions, financial transactions online. Be careful with that, okay? Because there could be people, Scorpio is a hidden energy, and with the sun there and Venus there, Venus deals with money, Scorpio deals with other people's money. You could have people trying to tap in and get into your bank accounts and things like that. So be careful of banking online. I have a cybersecurity degree, and I don't bank online. All right, I work in corporate security right now, cyber corporate security. I've had jobs in the past where I was a cybersecurity analyst in other companies and things like that. And one thing I will never do is bank online. I just won't do it because there's too much stuff going online. As a cybersecurity analyst, I know the shit that goes on online, right? And so there's certain things I just won't do online. I could check my account balance by dialing in and calling the number on the back of my card. I check it that way, or I'll have alerts sent to my phone, something like that. But I will not go online on my phone and go into my bank account and see what's in. I will not do that. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm telling you to be very careful if you do, and also to change your passwords now. Okay, that's what I recommend. Clean your energy here. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who just does not want to let you go. Okay, like I said, you have a Venus in your first house, all right, and then Scorpio, which is a very sexual energy anyway. Venus is all about desires and indulgences and things like that. So you are going to meet people who, with this stalker and cleaner energy combined. Okay, some of you may need to be careful because you could be a victim of that type of energy. So be careful who you're communicating with online. Be careful, some of you may get people who may reach out to you online and try to connect with you. Like, how you talk about the DMs, people might be in your DMs reaching out to you, trying to communicate with you. But you may get people who it may be difficult to push them off. They could be coming at you in really awkward ways. I was just talking to my niece yesterday. Shout out to her. And she's talking about, how people, they'll reach out to you just to say anything. People from the past reaching out just to say anything, just something stupid and just to get your attention. And, be careful of that because they don't want to let go, or they're trying to come back around, or, just that real energy. But you got to be careful of being that way too, Scorpio, because you could be clingy as well. It's hard for Scorpio. It's fixed water. Once you are on something, you're onto it. And it's like, you got to be careful not to cling to the wrong things, because that could put you in a situation where you could be taken advantage of, right? And then we have the priestess energy. So this to me is all about you tapping into your higher self. This is all about you listening to your intuition. It's going to be on fleek right now, okay? Excuse my terms. But your intuition is going to be super enhanced. You are going to be seeing people's motives and modus of operandi before they can even act like they know what they're going to do. And see, a lot of people may front like, oh, they play the victim role, but you already know what it is by their communication. Now, communication doesn't necessarily have to be verbal. It could just be, you see how people are moving and their itinerary and what they up to. And so tap into that, listen to that, pay attention to that, okay? Because that's not going to put you in a position, it's going to put you in a position where you're not going to be taken advantage of, or you'll know when someone is trying to put you in a position where they're trying to take advantage of you. Pay attention to your intuitive energies. They are going to be so super enhanced, it's not even funny. Now we're going to go into the extended. I'm going to pull cards for each of these and get a little bit more in depth. So if this resonates with you or you want to find out more, the link to the extended in the Patreon is in the box below. All right. I wish you guys the best. Happy birthday. If you need a personal, my information's in the box below. Later, Scorpio.